I have some spicy takes today about creative monetization and how you can make more money if you avoid the mistakes that I did because I feel like I got taken advantage of. So, if you're new here, this is my premium newsletter content. It's a completely written newsletter via email where you get all the pictures and stuff, but I like to make my knowledge accessible, which is why I'm putting this on YouTube. So if you're watching this, you can at least help me out by helping me monetize my YouTube channel. This is where I share all of my knowledge about building my creator business and how I'm planning to hit $20,000 a month. Today's article is about turning gifted collaborations into more than $1,000 and all these other monetization opportunities you don't know you're missing. But then I kind of went into a rant about getting taken advantage of and lowballed by sponsors because I did not know what I was doing. I actually had a call with somebody who has like over 100K followers, and I had to tell him all my mistakes, and he was like, oh my gosh, this was so helpful. So the start of this email goes, I had a whole mindset shift this week after talking to other creators and influencers and discovering how much money they were making. Today's email is a long one, but very insightful, especially if you want to make more money as a creator. I also have an important decision I need your help on, so vote in the poll at the bottom of this email. So I'll talk about the poll when I get there, but leaving a comment would be so helpful. So, a summary of today's email. First, how to turn a gifted collaboration into a $1,000 deal. 2, how to find sponsors willing to pay. 3, what to do if you're getting lowballed by a sponsor, or what I did. And 4, other learnings. So first up is how to turn a gifted collaboration into a $1,000 deal. I actually met somebody with 12K Instagram followers at a local influencer event. So for context, I have 70,000 followers on Instagram, and this person had 12,000. She makes more than me from brand collaborations because she advocates for herself, despite the difference in follower count and despite the fact that my niche is there's a lot more money in tech and productivity than there is in her niche, which is like lifestyle and beauty. People like try to gift her products all the time instead of actually paying her. So this brand wanted to gift her products in exchange for her video. And she asked about the influencer versus UGC budget, and UGC stands for user generated content, where you just send them the video and they use it as ads, and you don't even need to post it on your feed. So she ended up negotiating with them for a $1,000 package, so she gave them 3 UGC videos. She told me she was ready to walk away from this deal, but she negotiated with the brand by reiterating her value and how she can help them with their goals. So it really doesn't matter how many followers you have to make money, because my company actually paid $600 for an influencer with under 5,000 followers. Don't accept less than $100 to $200 per video, no matter your follower count. I've actually accepted $250 for a sponsored Instagram Reel post before, and this was when I had 40,000 followers. They made me reshoot the video and had a bunch of edits, and it just took up so much time. And actually, $100 to $200 is how much companies pay for a UGC video, where you don't even need to post it on your account. But I posted this on my account. So they use this UGC video. The reason why you don't have to post it is because they use it for ads, which make them a lot more money than an influencer post, because ads are optimized for conversion and influencer posts are optimized for like brand awareness, because they have that trust with the audience. So $100 to $200 for posting on my 40K account is like severe lowballing. I wouldn't even call it lowballing. It was just like, really bad. So if you're posting it on your account, you need to charge way more. I did not know that. I wish I did, because by accepting such a low offer, I feel like I screwed over other creators, because then the brands might think, okay, so this is like a reasonable rate, when it's not. I only accepted that $250 for the partnership because I really loved their product and I was like completely new to being an influencer. And I thought there would be a possibility for a long-term partnership where they pay for more videos from me. But they just redirected me to their affiliate program. And I have a screenshot of the email, of course, keeping the brands all anonymous. I'm not trying to get sued here. It says, "Hi Jennifer, nice hearing from you, smiley face. Regarding your proposal, thank you for your collaboration. It has truthfully been a pleasure. Therefore, we want to offer you our affiliate program." So if I had to do it again, I would push for a discounted bundle. So I would make them more videos, but each video is discounted. That way they ended up paying me more because they're ordering more videos from me. I also had a list of things that you can charge for, so you can negotiate with the company to reduce the scope of work or buy a bulk package for you if you're not happy with the price they quoted you. So I linked to this list of things that I wrote that you can charge for. It's a tweet of mine. It says, as a creator, you can charge for it. Link in bio, Instagram story posts, ad usage rights like 30-day, 60-day, DM automation, exclusivity, so if they don't want you to promote any of their competitors, whitelisting, and you can charge more if it's promoting a personal topic like your relationships and you're not necessarily comfortable sharing your stuff, so they have to pay you more for that. And if it's closer to your niche, good audience fit. And I noticed this because a lot more people click on my productivity content, which is my niche, than any other content that I have, which like would be less related to my niche. So don't get lowballed, you can charge for all of these things. Okay, the other thing is influencer marketing is about brand awareness. The influencer that I talked to, who had 12,000 followers, she told me she was not responsible for the video's performance. And I was shocked because brands are always telling me like, oh, we want like this many signups, we want this many conversions and subscribers. But she said influencer marketing is about brand awareness. It is not about conversions. The brand pays her for the video. Once she posts it, the performance does not matter. Her work is done. If the brand's goal is to get conversions and signups, they should just run ads. That's why UGC creators are being paid very well, hundreds of dollars for a video that they don't even post on their account. Influencer marketing is about brand awareness. The influencer has built trust with their audience, and that trust extends to the brand that they promote. Usually people need to see a brand up to 5 times before purchasing, and influencer video is just one of those 5 touch points. I wish I knew this before disappointing some of my sponsors, because when we started talking about it, we weren't very clear on the goals. So they were expecting to go viral and get hundreds of signups, not knowing that influencer marketing is more brand awareness and not conversions. So instead of getting signups, it's more like people trust them, they familiarize themselves with the brand. The next time they see it, they're more likely to buy. And that's why I wanted to start a creator community, as I mentioned last week in the newsletter, so we can all get that bag and stop undercharging ourselves, because brands can definitely afford to pay us. Okay, the next section. Oh my gosh, it gets a little bit worse. But first, a little break about how to find sponsors willing to pay. First, go to Facebook Ads Library. Second, search for your niche or a company you want to pitch. Third, see the currently running ads. Fourth, find the company contacts or email or LinkedIn. And fifth, pitch them and follow up at least 3 to 5 times or more, because people are busy. You can also research the company this way and come up with an ad concept you think would do well. Usually the ads they've run for more than 3 months have messaging that will help you craft an effective video, because that's their most profitable ad. That's why they keep it running for so long. And then here I have a screenshot of the Facebook ad library and how I use it. You can also check their competitors' winning ads on TikTok Creative Center too. And you can sort by industry and by performance metrics like click-through rate, reach, etc. Okay, this is the section that I'm like, so getting lowballed by a sponsor. A big sponsor actually reached out to me via an agency and name dropped that they've worked with these huge influencers with millions of followers. These are people that even I know, and I'm usually like not very knowledgeable about influencers. So I knew that they had a good budget, especially because they hired an agency. And I checked out the agency. They're probably paying the agency like $5,000 or more a month. So I asked for their goals and budget, and they refused to budge. And I have a screenshot of this email from this brand or this agency. Of course, I don't expose who this was. I don't want to get sued here. But this email says, "Hi Jennifer, unfortunately we aren't allowed to provide a budget number as the company has final say in the rates. So please let me know how much you charge for the deliverables above and we can go from there." So I'm like, okay, anchor bias. I'm going to quote high. They can negotiate me down. So here's like the full transparency of the prices that I gave them. A TikTok post, I quoted $300 because my TikTok is not active. Instagram Reel post, $2,000 because I have a big following. Instagram Story, which includes a link, $200, because I usually get quite a lot of clicks from the views from my story. A YouTube Shorts post, $500, because YouTube Shorts has better discoverability, SEO, long-term sustainability, and I have more of a following on YouTube than TikTok, so I charge $500 for that. an ad in a long form YouTube video, $400. 1 month usage rights for ads, $500. Link in bio on Instagram, $200. DM automation for Instagram, $300 or $400 if they wanted me to send multiple follow-up DMs nudging people to download the app. So the total I quoted them was $4,500. But if they bought it as part of a bundle, includes like everything I just listed, I would give them $200 off, so it would be $4,300. I said I'm open to any changes if you wanted to take out TikTok, YouTube, or DM automation. Okay, so I sent them this. I have no idea if these prices are like market rates or whatever. I did as much research as I could, but like honestly, I don't even know. So I had to follow up with them 2 times. They offered me $1,000 for an Instagram reel, an Instagram story, and 1 month usage rights for ads. And this is after I quoted them $2,700 for that scope of work. So I had to get a vibe check. I was like, you know, they're lowballing me, right? $1,000 for a reel on my 70K Instagram follower account and usage rights. And then some of the influencers I talked to said it is low. Ask what the timeline is and the reach is on the usage rights. I charge, like this influencer that I talked to charges $1,000 just for the reel, no usage. And she has 12K followers. I have 70 and I was charging like 2,000. So I said I might just stick with that original number. And I said thanks for vibe checking. So I emailed them saying we could make it work at $2,000 for a reel. So I said thanks for getting back to me. For the scope of work, so reel, story, 1 month usage rights, I charge $2,700 as outlined last week. What's the timeline and reach for the campaign you're running for usage rights? If $2,700 is not doable, we can reduce the scope of work to 1 reel. I charge $2,000 for 1 reel in that case to better accommodate your budget while still ensuring I'm fairly compensated for the impact and reach I bring with my audience. Given the personal nature of this campaign, sharing my personal life and relationship details, it's essential for me that my authenticity and audience engagement rate are reflected fairly in the compensation. That's why I find a $1,000 offer challenging to work with, and I would appreciate it if we could explore ways to still collaborate. We'd love to work together to find a mutually beneficial solution. Let me know what you think. So, I thought this was well worded, and I used ChatGPT to help a little bit. And they finally responded to me a few days after. I had to follow up with them again. So this was 10 days after they initially reached out to me via email. And they said the company decided to put a pause on their influencer campaign and that they would follow up if anything changes. So I ended up asking them for feedback. I said, no worries, thanks for letting me know. Feel free to reach out anytime if or when they relaunch the partnership. And if you have any feedback for me, please let me know. I'd be happy to hear them so I can improve working with brands in the future. So, you know, like I didn't get any money, but I learned a lot, and hopefully I get some feedback so I can improve how I pitch and negotiate. But it was very interesting because this brand had like very, very big creators, like millions and millions of followers post for them. And I know they can afford an agency. They can afford these big creators. So I know they could have afforded this, but the reason why they didn't go with it, maybe it's really like changes with the, like, you know, like they didn't want to prioritize influencer outreach anymore. But the fact that they quoted me $1,000 when I quoted them $2,700 is very interesting. I didn't really want to make the video anyway because it would have been a lot of work. Like I would have had to go out and like shoot a whole thing. But yeah, so I knew they had the budget, but yeah. Anyway, I learned my lesson when I accepted 200. Okay, so no, the moral of the story is like companies who undercharge you by a lot probably aren't worth working with anyway, because you want somebody who like respects your time and value as well. And I learned my lesson when I accepted $250 for another collaboration months ago and spent hours refilming a video just for the company to point me towards their affiliate program for a long-term partnership. So I feel like maybe this company had gotten some other influencers who accepted like a lower rate. And by, you know, like when influencers don't really know the market rate and then they accept lower rates, then it kind of screws the whole industry over, because now all these other influencers are like, oh, sorry, we changed our minds, we can't do that anymore. So I feel like by accepting a lower rate in the past before, I screwed over some other influencers, because I accepted the lower rate because I was hoping to collaborate with the company for longer instead of just being referred to their affiliate program. And I was also hoping to, I really liked their product. And they did send me some examples of them sponsoring like these big names with hundreds of thousands of followers. So I was like, oh, I thought they could afford this, but I was willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. But they directed me to their affiliate program. So this is to warn you and let you know you should be very careful when negotiating with companies, and don't get lowballed like that. Anyway, moving on. Other learnings I had this week. So first, don't miss out on additional ad revenue from sponsors. Communicate with them whether the ad performs well or not, because if it doesn't, you can if it does, you can upsell them on additional ad slots. If it doesn't, you can upsell them on additional sponsor packages at a discounted rate to test ad messaging. So this is like a Twitter thread from somebody I follow, and I found it very valuable. If you want the link to the full thread, you can subscribe to my premium email newsletter, which is in the description below, and find the link in all my previous newsletters, because when you subscribe, you get access to other previous newsletters. Okay, number 2, learning from this week is make sure your money is earning high interest for you, whether it's in your personal or business bank account. So I actually opened a term deposit and just dumped my money in there, and then that's basically like $400 that I make, but just by it sitting there with high interest. Find out how much other newsletters are making from ads. There's ways that you can stock the other newsletters just to like benchmark your rates for sponsors, and this will be also in my premium newsletter. So if you want the link to this thread, subscribe. Okay. Another thing I learned is people prefer shorter welcome emails that are to the point and having free value to start, because once you build trust, they're more willing to buy higher ticket products. I still have to test this out, because sometimes people say things, but then they actually mean another. Another thing I learned is you want to tell a story and promote your products within the story. So it's like a mention that's like integrated instead of just like random promotion. Promoting your offerings at the end of emails, so like PS, here's 3 other ways we can help you, can increase revenue. If you don't have time to watch YouTube tutorials or videos like this one, put it through audionotes.app and generate a structured thoughts summary for point form notes. And you can let the video run in the background on mute to support the creator while reading the point form notes. Okay. Don't lose email subscribers. In your re-engagement campaign, segment people who click the link to resubscribe at any time and not just in the 7-day period you give them. So if you're confused here, I have a Twitter thread that explains everything and mistakes to avoid so you don't accidentally lose your subscribers. And that will be linked in my premium email, which is in the description. Okay, the next one. Don't do things for free. If not monetary compensation, get compensated with a review or testimonial or a knowledge swap or service swap. Value your time so others will too. Okay, my announcement. Sorry, my throat is kind of dead right now. If you want to start monetizing your business and you found everything in my premium newsletter and my behind the scenes YouTube videos are very helpful, then I have the thing for you. I'm looking for 2 to 3 creators wanting to take their business to the next level. So reading monetization tips in my newsletter is one thing, but getting personalized advice for your business with clear next steps could earn you an additional $2,000 to $3,000 per month. This is a high-ticket service. The minimum investment required from you is $1,000 a month, because if I make you $3,000, then it's like a no-brainer. You basically be earning back the money that you spend, and I'd refund you if you're not happy with the results after 3 months. So this is the only time I'm offering personalized coaching at this price, since it's the first time I'm doing it. I'm going to be increasing my prices with each additional client I take on, because my time and my knowledge and experience is pretty valuable, and I don't want to give away too much of my time for free. So if you're interested, reply to this email, or if you're watching this video, email me at vegantechnomad@gmail.com. But for everybody in the email, if you're interested, reply with name and links to your business, so like Instagram page, website, etc. Number 1 thing you're struggling with, and what you've tried doing to solve that problem. And I'll contact you if I think I can help you. Okay, the next thing is asking for feedback. So I actually have 2 separate brands right now. Vegan Tech Nomad, which is my productivity newsletter, and then this creator monetization one. I've been thinking about making this creator monetization one a separate newsletter just for creators. Then I can scale it with a community, better offerings, etc. so it doesn't get confused with the productivity stuff. So any thoughts would be appreciated. Whether I should make it a different brand, keep it kind of mixed together, or other. Leave a comment and let me know. And that is all for the newsletter today. Thanks for your time.